Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening, and this is Dante. Say hi, bud. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for this special Halloween edition of our virtual quiz. Come play with us. We want you here. This is the website to come to for your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you're going to notice that we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name and email address, and then you're going to find a drop-down menu that asks you whether you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here tonight. Dante, I'm going to set you down, bud. I know you want that. I'll even take your hat off. Maybe you'll come back a little later. Bye, bud. Hi. Very happy to have you all here. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 categories of the evening are going to be question and answer style rounds, and our fourth and final topic of the night is a picture round. So the majority of the quiz is made up of these question and answer rounds. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to ask a question out loud. As I ask that question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning that you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options, but the vast majority of our questions here tonight are going to be short answer in their structure. Enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there is a countdown timer that goes along with each of the questions in the first 3 rounds of the game. Keep an eye out for it. It can catch up on you. And make sure you always click Submit before it's too late. Let's say you want to change your answer and you still have some time left on that timer. By all means, enter in an updated response. Just make sure you click Submit Answers again before the timer expires so that we have your most up-to-date answer on our end. In that same kind of realm of thought, let's say you spell something incorrectly. Don't worry about that too much. I am able to see what you have put on your answer sheet, so I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hello and happy Halloween to you. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your trivia host this evening. Come play with us. This is where you get yourself signed up for the quiz, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, please enter in a team name, followed by an email address, and then let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. If you are in the league, hi there. Thank you. Welcome back. And let's see how you're doing so far this season. Our top 10 teams after week 6 of season 60 of NYC Trivia League. We've got We Drink and We Know Things in that top spot, and rounding out the 10th spot, we're saying it, everyone. Everybody, look at my fancy butthole. Well done to that team. And We Drink and We Know Things, and all of these top 10 teams. If you don't see yourself up there and you're wondering, well, where are we? How do we stack up currently? You can see a full list of standings over at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. It is a 10-week season. We're going to wrap it up in a few weeks here with a championship game, and I hope that you all will participate. So if you're not in the league, it doesn't hurt to get signed up here tonight. All you have to do to be signed up is say, yeah, we're in the league. And then you are. Suddenly, we keep track of your scores for you. Our fourth and final category of the round, we're going to be switching things up a bit. So that is where we get to the picture round portion of the evening. The picture round is structured differently than our first 3 categories. And I'm going to wait until we get to that point in the evening to talk you through the specifics of exactly how that's going to go down. So stay tuned for more information from me. Before we dive into our first category of the game, I do have Two simple rules that I kindly ask that you all abide by here tonight. Rule number one, the most important rule of trivia. There is no cheating in this game. Please don't look the answers up. We know that you can. If you look the answers up, I will put a hex on you. Yeah, I said it. I will. So don't cheat. Thank you so much. Rule number two, don't give away the answers in the chat. Always love hearing from you in the chat. Keep the conversation going throughout the evening. Just refrain from spoiling things for other people by giving away the answers. All right, folks, we're going to dive right on into our first category of the evening. This is your last opportunity to get signed up for the game before we dive into round number one. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining these 42 illustrious trivia teams. From our most recent team to get signed up this evening, the Oslo Condition, down to our most recent team to join us, Kathleen Turner Overdrive. Welcome to those two teams and every team in between. Best of luck on tonight's game. Let's do it, everybody. Appropriately, our first round of the night is in the category of witchy fiction. Witchy fiction. 10 questions in this category. Here we go. Round one. Question number one. What Oscar nominee for the movie Harriet is playing Elphaba in the upcoming movie version of the musical Wicked? Name that actor. The upcoming movie version of Wicked stars, yes, Ariana Grande as Galinda, and in the role of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, is Cynthia Erivo, is your correct answer for number one. A good start. 67% of you got that one right. Question number two. A witch portrayed by the late, great Maggie Smith, Professor Minerva McGonagall is the teacher at Hogwarts of what subject? The art of changing the properties of an object or being. Name that subject. Professor Minerva McGonagall, a toast to the wonderful Maggie Smith. McGonagall was the Transfiguration teacher. Transfiguration is what that class is called. Question number three. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman play sisters Sally and Gillian Owens, descendants of witches, in what 1998 movie which has a sequel in the works? That movie that's getting a sequel, makes me want to rewatch the first one. It's Practical Magic, which apparently is a book series. So hopefully they've got some really good source material to work from, and it's going to be great. Question 4. John Proctor, Abigail Williams, and Tituba are all characters in what 1953 play that uses the Salem witch trials as an allegory for McCarthyism? That play by Arthur Miller is called The Crucible, is your correct answer for number 4. The Crucible. Question number 5. Lives of the Mayfair Witches is a trilogy of best-selling supernatural horror fantasy novels by what author? Some of this author's characters from a Gothic series like Lestat de Lioncourt also appear in this trilogy. Impressive. Shanester knows the Practical Magic author, not the author of this trilogy, though. Your correct answer here for number 5, author of Lives of the Mayfair Witches and a lot of stories about vampires. It's Anne Rice. Anne Rice, your correct response for number 5. Question 6. Frump is the maiden name of what character who is often described as a witch, played on screen by Angelica Houston and Catherine Zeta-Jones? I don't know that I've seen this character like cast a spell or make a potion, but they definitely have a witchy aura. She wears a witch's hat at one point and is described as a witch. It's Morticia Adams, your correct answer for number 6. Of course, Angelica Houston plays her in the movies, and Catherine Zeta-Jones on the TV series Wednesday. Also, did you know that in the 2019 animated movie version, Charlize Theron plays her, and playing her mother, Grandma Frump, is none other than our theme for this season. That's right, you have just been O'Hara, Catherine O'Hara, pulling in more voiceover credits. She's really good at those, especially spooky ones. You've been O'Hara, everybody, as you will be the rest of the season every single time we bring you a new quiz. Our next game coming up 1 week from today. You can find us right here on Wednesday, November 6th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Also, big news tonight. Stick around. The movie quiz is back with a special spooky horror movie edition tonight. As soon as we wrap up our quiz, head on over to play.themoviequiz.com for a whole lot more fun and some Halloweeny goodness. Hope to see you all over there as soon as we wrap up here this evening. On to our next question in round one. Question number 7. Having played a white witch on the Showtime series Penny Dreadful, what 8-time Tony-nominated actress has gone down the witch's road once more as Lillian Calderu on Agatha All Along? That 8-time Tony nominee, I believe 3-time winner. Sorry, it's not Aubrey Plaza. She's not raked in Tony nominations, not yet. It is Aubrey Plaza's one-time roommate. Patti LuPone is your correct answer for number 7. A tough one. Well done to that 36% of you who got it right. If you're not watching Agatha All Along, I recommend it. It's very fun. Question 8. On an episode of the documentary series Who Do You Think You Are?, which Hocus Pocus actress learns that she was related to Esther Elwell, a woman who was found guilty of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials of 1692? You got options there. Which one is it? Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, or Sarah Jessica Parker? She found out that she was related to Esther Elwell, a woman accused of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials. It's Sarah Jessica Parker, your correct answer for number 8. 56% of you either guessed well or knew that. Well done. 2 more questions in round 1. Here's number 9. Pulitzer Prize winning novelist John Updike wrote what 1984 novel about 3 witches living in Rhode Island who acquire powers after their respective marriages end? That book turned movie just a couple years later. It's called Witches of Eastwick. Your correct response for number 9. And on to our final question in this witchy round. I will warn you before the end of this round, not the whole quiz tonight is going to be Halloween and themed. In fact, most of it is pretty down the middle, normal, what you would expect from a quiz from us here tonight. Here's number 10. The found footage style of what 1999 movie that was one of the first movies with an internet marketing campaign featuring newsreel style interviews led to much speculation over whether the movie was documentary or fiction. Look, I was a kid when this came out, but I definitely thought it was real. I bet some of you did too, who are like, I wasn't a kid. I thought it was real. It's the Blair Witch Project. Your correct response for number 10. Well done to 87% of you who got that one right. A solid showing for our first round. Let's check in with our top teams before we head into round number 2. We've got a tie here in 7th place with 9 points between Gravy Getting Married. Gravy team! Oh my goodness, congratulations. Very exciting. We Drink We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. Moose and Squirrel, the spookiest Nando. Oh, pardon me, We Drinks and We Knows Things 12 and 17. You actually are not in 2nd place, pardon me, 7th place, but rather tied for the lead, along with Team 578, Team 578, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the Oslo condition. Well done in round number 1, folks. So we're going to dive into our second category in just a moment. But first, we do private events in addition to our in-person events around New York City every single week and our virtual quiz that we bring you here on Wednesdays. You can also bring us in for a private event, maybe to celebrate a wedding or a birthday party or a corporate get-together. Holiday parties are just around the bend. Book it today. We can customize the content specifically to fit your interests. So reach out to me. I happen to be the coordinator of these events. And there's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Hope to hear from you right now. Send me an email. Our second round is in the category of short stuff. Short, our keyword in round number 2. Short stuff. Round 2. Question number 1. The Lady of the Barge was a collection of short stories written by W.W. Jacobs that includes what most famous work of his that involves a cursed object that grants wishes with hellish consequences. Talking about a cursed object with this first question. Have not moved on from our Halloween vibes just yet. We're easing out of it. That is a monkey's paw. The Monkey's Paw is the name of that short story. Short, gonna pop up in either the question or the answer in this round. Here's number 2. What greeting card cartoon character has a sister named Apple Dumplin', a cat named Custard, and a grandmother named Granberry Jam? American Greetings created this character who's gone on to have an animated series, all kinds of merchandise. It's Strawberry Shortcake, your correct response for number two. Now owned by Wild Brain, who are in cahoots with the Peanuts crew. They all work together. Question three. A 5'3" at 5'3" tall, what former Charlotte Hornets player was the shortest NBA player of all time? 5'3" tall, the shortest NBA player of all time, former Charlotte Hornets player. Muggsy Bogues is your correct answer for number three. Oh, Muggsy, how'd you do? Quite well. Not a social, but 60% of you got it right. Question four. What 2019 Pixar film was the first Pixar film to not have a theatrical short before the movie played? When this movie came out in 2019, I remember thinking, why are they releasing this? They nailed it with the third one. We don't need more of this. And then I saw it and I was like, you did it. It's great. It's Toy Story 4. Love that Toy Story 4. Give me all the sporky, pardon me, forky in the world. Love it. Tony Hale. So funny. That was tough though. 24% of you got that one right. Inside Out was the top guess here. 12 people put that, whereas 11 put Toy Story 4. Question five. In 2022, on her 50th day in office, what former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom stepped down amid a government crisis and became the shortest serving Prime Minister in British history? The shortest serving prime minister in British history is Liz Truss, is your correct response for number 5. A tough one. Well done to that 27%. And Shamester over here helping me remember that we've got themes from previous seasons that come up from time to time, like the character Duke Kaboom in Toy Story 4 was played by none other than a theme from quite a few seasons ago. Keanu, that's right. You've been Keanu'd. I believe there he is over there raising his fists in the air. Duke, kaboom. On to our next question in round number 2. Short stuff is our topic. Number 6. In 1971, Rolling Stone named what artist as Rock Star of the Year? In 1977, he had a hit with satirical song Short People, and today he's best known for his film scores. At first considered a rock star, now considered someone I associate highly with the Toy Story soundtrack. It's Randy Newman. Randy Newman, your correct response for number 6. Question 7. While power play goals are awarded to NHL players who score a goal when they have a man advantage on the ice due to a penalty, what kind of goal is scored by the team that has fewer players on the ice during the penalty time? That sort of goal is called a short-handed goal. Short-handed, your correct answer for number 7. 3 more questions in this short round. Number 8. Inside the Doomsday Machine is the subtitle of what non-fiction book by Michael Lewis that was adapted into a 2015 film directed by Adam McKay? Oscar-winning screenplay for Best Adapted Screenplay. Inside the Doomsday Machine, the subtitle of The Big Short. Your correct answer for number 8. Question number 9. In a rare dramatic role for Martin Short, he portrayed Dick Lundy for 3 episodes of what Apple TV Plus series as friend to Mitch Kessler? This one was my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that at some point this evening, an Apple TV Plus show featuring Martin Short would come up. And it's the morning show in this instance. So well done to that 64% of you who either are fans of the morning show or follow me on Instagram. I will help you out with our next quiz, which, of course, as I mentioned before, is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us here on Wednesday, November 6th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And of course, the movie quiz is coming up real soon, everybody. Stick around. Head on over to play.themoviequiz.com as soon as we wrap things up here this evening. You won't regret it. See what you know about some scary movies, some Halloweeny movies. Also, I feel like I should bring up this one doesn't have any sound effects, but it was our very first theme that we ever tried out over here. A star of the morning show, Reese Witherspoon. You've been legally blonded here. Yes, fun to bring that one back. Our next question in round 2, question number 10. Number 5 of a group of experimental robots in a lab is electrocuted, suddenly becomes intelligent, and escapes in what 1986 sci-fi comedy? That robot, number 5, you may know better as Johnny Five. That movie is Short Circuit. Short Circuit, your correct response for number 10. That does bring us to the end of our second category of the evening. Let's check in with our standings. Halfway through the game, our top teams tied in 9th with 17 points, Moose and Squirrel. The spookiest Nando tied in 7th with 18 points, Gravy Getting Married and Team 578 tied in 4th place with 19 points. We Drink and We Know Things 69, Team 578 and the Oslo Condition. And with perfect scores at that halfway point, 20 for 20, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 17, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our third category coming at you. Round 3 tonight is in the topic of going green. Green, our keyword in this round. Green, going to pop up in the question or the answer in some way. Here we go. Question 1. What actor won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for playing real-life jazz pianist Don Shirley in the 2018 movie Green Book, only 2 years after winning the same award for his role in the movie Moonlight? That Green Book and Moonlight Oscar-winning actor who maybe someday is going to play Blade. I don't know. We'll see if that ever happens. It is Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali, your correct response. Let's see how you did on number 1. Question number 2 in this Going Green round. Actor Seth Green co-created what stop-motion animation sketch comedy series that premiered on Adult Swim in 2005 and has since aired 220 episodes? That stop motion animated series co-created by Seth Green is called Robot Chicken is your correct answer for number 2. I got a chicken sound effect. Question 3. What is the name of the musical duo composed of singer CeeLo Green and producer Danger Mouse that had their biggest hit in 2006 with the song Crazy? CeeLo Green and Danger Mouse, the duo who call themselves Gnarls Barkley, is your correct answer for number 3. Question 4. The University of North Texas football team was known as the Eagles, but changed its name to the Mean Green, largely due to the performance of Hall of Fame lineman Mean Joe Green, who spent his entire NFL career playing for what AFC team? Thank you for the baseball updates, Helsinki. Appreciated. Mean Joe Green spent the entirety of his NFL career playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, is your answer for number 4. Question number 5. The Fault in Our Stars author John Green wrote what 2015 young adult novel about a 16-year-old girl with OCD and anxiety and her search for a missing billionaire? The book was adapted into a 2024 movie starring Isabella Merced. Certainly a tougher question. I almost made this one my hint of the night. The movie's really good. It's on HBO Max. Enjoyed it. Or Max. It's Turtles All the Way Down. Your correct response for number 5. Well done. 36% of you. Question 6. What city in North Carolina was the site of several famous sit-ins at the Woolworth store in 1960 to protest the department store's racial segregation policy? Got an answer for you for number 6. That North Carolina city is Greensboro, North Carolina. Question number 7. What island nation of nearly 600,000 people, found roughly 400 miles off the western coast of Africa, contains the Portuguese word for green in its name? Roughly 400 miles off the western coast of Africa, one can find Cape Verde or Cabo Verde. Your answers for number 7. Question 8. Known for having various degrees of green pigment, emerald and aquamarine are types of what mineral, who lends its name to the element on the periodic table with the atomic number 4? Like the name of a hurricane earlier this hurricane season, emerald and aquamarine are both types of barrels. Barrel, your answer, as in beryllium, atomic number 4. Barrels. 2 more questions in this round. Let's do it, everybody. Question number 9. A legendary 14th century poem involves the mysterious figure the Green Knight being beheaded by what young knight of King Arthur's court, only for the Green Knight to immediately revive himself and return the same blow the following year? Yes, that Knight of the Round Table was portrayed by Dev Patel in the movie The Green Knight. His name, Gawain, Sir Gawain, your correct response for number 9. Our final question in this green round. Originally protesting the testing of nuclear weapons in Alaska in 1969, the Don't Make a Wave Committee was the precursor organization of what environmental activist group founded in Canada but now headquartered in Amsterdam? Don't Make a Wave Committee became Greenpeace is your correct response for number 10. That brings us to the end of round number 3. Let us check in with our top team scores as we head into our final category of the evening. Tied in 5th right now with 28 points, Team 578. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the Oslo condition. In 3rd place, we've got a tie with 29 between We Drink and We Know Things 69 and 9 and Team 578, and tied for the lead right now with perfect scores 30 for 30. We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 17. It all comes down to our final topic of the night, the picture round, which is a little spooky, a little Halloweeny. We're talking about Batman villains. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of actors and actresses who have portrayed villains in Batman properties. Could be a movie, could be an animated movie, could be a television show. I don't think that happens, but I think they're all movies, but could be animated. Name the character that they have played. Name the Batman villain. You all have 5 minutes on the clock to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll go over the correct answers and then move on to the tiebreaker question for this evening. And make sure you put your responses in the correct order. Let's do it, everybody. Please name these 10 Batman villains. Hey everyone, we're about halfway through this here picture round. A reminder, we are looking for the name of the villain that they played, looking for the name of the character. Name the character, not the actor. Name the Batman villain. All right, I'll be back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds with some answers, followed by a tiebreaker question. Once again, name the villain that they portrayed. We are just about there, everybody. If you haven't done so already, please click submit answers. I'm starting that countdown timer. I have answers for you all from the picture round here this evening. Image number 1, we've got Zoe Kravitz, who portrayed Catwoman in not one but 2 movies. She was both in Lego Batman movie and in The Batman as the character. Image number 2, we've got Paul Dano, who played the Riddler in The Batman. Image number 3, that there is, of course, Tommy Lee Jones, who portrayed Two-Face, Harvey Dent, sure, I'll give you that. Image number 4, that is Marion Cotillard, who played Talia al Ghul. Image number 5, it's Tom Hardy, who played Bane. Image number 6, we've got Uma Thurman, who played Poison Ivy. Image number 7, it's Cillian Murphy, who played Scarecrow. Image number 8, it's Jesse Eisenberg, who in Batman v Superman, he portrayed none other than Lex Luthor. Image number 9, we've got Colin Farrell, who is on a TV show as this character right now, but also played the character in The Batman. It's the Penguin. And number 10, Zach Galifianakis portrayed Joker in the movie, the Lego Batman movie. Let's see how you all did in this round. Toughest one was Talia al Ghul and the Joker for Zach Galifianakis. I Got a tiebreaker question for you all. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer. And your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. Meaning, of course, that you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you end up as part of a tie here tonight, whoever is closest to the correct number is going to break that tie. And we'll post the results of the tiebreaker for our top 15 or so teams over on our Instagram as soon as we're able to do so. Here is your tiebreaker question for this evening. Give us your best guess. How much money did the 2017 movie, The Lego Batman Movie, earn at the US domestic box office? You look miserable. Reminder, everybody, stick around. The movie quiz is coming up as soon as we end this game. Head on over to play.themoviequiz.com to get signed up. It is a special Halloween episode. I hope very much that you stick around. I am excited to play myself. Also, our next game is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us right here on a Wednesday, November 6th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. The Lego Batman Movie at the domestic box office brought in $175,750,384. That does bring us to the end of tonight's game. Let's head on over to the winner's circle and see what happened here tonight. Finishing up this evening's quiz in a tie for 15th place with 30 points, Fusilli Jerry, Jewel Hand Luke, J, and Dead Serious. In 14th place with 31 points, Uma Thermos. Tied in 12th with 32, Moose and Squirrel and Pieced It Together. Tied in 10th with 33, Why Not Zoidberg and Chi-Chi's Forever. In 9th tonight with 36 points, The Spookiest Nando. In 8th place with 37, Gravy Getting Married. In a tie for 4th with 38, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Team 578, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, as well as the Oslo Condition. Tied in 2nd tonight with 39 points, We Drink and We Know Things 69, Team 578. And our winner tonight with 40 points, the only team with a perfect score. Congratulations go to We Drink and We Know Things 17. Well done, We Drink and We Know Things. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. I hope you all have a happy and safe Halloween out there. Thank you for spending your Halloween Eve with us. Stick around. The movie quiz is coming up next. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's quiz. Thank you to Colin for making this possible, and thank you to Murr for creating the software you all played the quiz on this evening. See you next week.